What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to give you an update on what's happening with Solana because its price is now back at a level that we've been talking about pretty consistently, and you need to watch this incredibly closely. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, looking at Solana here, what we can see is that its price has now rolled back to the top side of this 618 to 786 macro Fibonacci zone. Now, of course, you all know that over the last few months, we've been talking about the fact that Solana's price was capable of breaking its macro Fibonacci zone between, of course, 123 and 100, or not 168, but just $68. So $123 and $68. You know, I've said on a consistent basis, now that Solana's price has broken above this zone, I don't really care what happens. I said it can go down, it can go sideways, it can go up. Doesn't matter to me. I think Solana is now going to hit $660 at some given point, and because the door is now opened as a result of breaking this Fibonacci zone. I've given you many videos on that thesis, so feel free to go check them out. But I want to move a little bit forward because we are now interacting with that zone again, and I want to tell you what that means. So generally speaking, whenever you clear a macro Fibonacci zone of resistance, you're going to do something called backtesting, okay? And what backtesting looks like is you have, of course, a line of support or resistance, sorry. You break above it, and then you're going to do something called a backtest, which is basically, the way I look at it, I tell people, if you want to think about it the easiest way, think about it like saying, are you sure, right? It's a moment of asking, are you sure? And the way you ask, are you sure, is you go back down and you touch it. If the market is sure, you'll bounce off of it and continue upwards. That was a back test. If the market is unsure, what's going to happen is you're going to fall below it and continue back down, and this is going to be considered a fake out, okay? And that's not good. That's bearish. And so what we're doing right now is asking the market, are you sure? Are you sure now is the time that Solana is going to break this macro Fibonacci zone and try to continue to go up towards that $600 breakout target? Now, it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fast, but over time, right? Maybe something like that, right? I don't know, something like that. Are you sure? Are you not sure? Is it time for maybe Solana to relax a little bit, head back towards this little lower echelon of, 80, 90, 100 bucks, fall back in line with the market in terms of yearly performance, and then continue up with the markets maybe towards the end of this year, beginning of next year, when I do expect the markets to pump again? That's kind of the situation that we're in right now. And so now I'm sure you can understand that in a moment like this, when Solana's price is deciding such a big thing, right? Are we going to hold support here? Or are we not going to hold support here? Which could determine where this thing goes for the next few months. It is incredibly important that you watch and pay very close attention to what's happening with Solana. And so currently where my brain is at and where my mind is at is that if Solana's price is capable of holding above $110, which gives us a little bit of wiggle room here, okay? If it's capable of holding above $110, I think we're okay. I think we'll be able to find the support and maybe continue upwards or put in some type of descending channel like this and break to the upside of it, blah, 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 same old shit as always, right? That would be option number one. Option number two is that if Solana's price does not hold this level, that there's a possibility Solana continues back as low as $80 to $70 towards the downside to come retest some of these other points of liquidity. You have to understand that realistically in this little zone, there's not much, right? There's not a lot of liquidity. There's not a lot of price movement. It's a lot of going up straight through it, down straight through it, up straight through it, and we don't want to end up going down straight through it again, okay? And so because of that, where I am right now is I am watching 110 very closely. I'm not concerned. I'm not panicked. I'm not worried because even if we do go down to $60, it doesn't matter to me. Solana is going to make a move to $400, $500, $600 at some point. That's my honest belief. But the path to get there could get ugly, and that may be something we have to emotionally prepare ourselves for soon if Solana's price continues in this matter and continues with this momentum. And so because of that, where I am right now is I'm not super concerned. I'm not super worried, and because I don't pre-worry, right? I'm not a pre-worrier. I'm not a pre-concerner. I'll have an understanding of what a possibility is, right? If I go on an airplane, I'm aware that something could go wrong, but I'm not going to be concerned and worried every time I get on an airplane that the airplane might go down. No, I'll deal with that if and when the time may come. And so that's how I am with Solana. While we are still good, while we're sitting above $128, not too concerned, not too worried, just going to see what happens. And if for some reason we lose 110 bucks, then I'll start to put those things into the air and say, okay, look, I'm a little concerned. We might fall down to 70 bucks. Maybe I need to rethink my strategy a little bit. Maybe I need to prepare for some more dollar cost averages. Maybe I need to increase my rate of dollar cost average, all of these different things, right? And so because of that, I really just wanted to focus today's video on the fact that we are now entering a moment of truth. We're entering into a moment of very, very, very strong truth to determine whether or not Solana is going to hold this previous point of resistance, flip it into support and continue upwards, or if we're probably going to be seeing some of these lower double-digit numbers, right? Your $60, $70, $80-ish levels sometime this year. And so with that in mind, guys, I will continue to keep you updated. You guys know I like to post freaking 4, 5, 6 Solana videos every single week. So if you do enjoy them, all you got to do to let me know is smash that like button. Also, check out the private Discord server link down in the description below. Like I told you before, there's so much value there. I know you're going to want to check that out. So head down there, and of course, there's a lot there for you. But with that in mind, guys, that is about it for today's video. Of course, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.